guys, my name is Becky and I am a life and relationship coach. And in this video, I want to talk about daddy issues. I know a lot of women have been raised without their dad. Either the dad was in the home, but emotionally he was not available, or the dad was in the home, but he was abusive. You saw a lot of abuse and a lot of trauma in the home. So I want to talk about this topic. So let's get into this video. So what is the role of a father? What is his role in her life? So a father is a protector. He is the first man that will speak life into you, or he is the first man that will speak negativity or death into you. He is the first man that you will see what a relationship looks like, right? You will see what that relationship looks like with your mom. He is the first man that will tell you that you're beautiful, tell you that you are enough. He is the first man that should be doing these things, right? He is the first man that should take care of you, provide for you, bring peace to your home, emotionally engage with you, give you a hug, tell you that he loves you, show you affection, provide a home that is safe and secure. He is basically the first Jesus that you should encounter in your life, right? He should be an example of love, of joy, of peace. He is the first man that will show you what it is to be confident. He will show you with his love and his words that you are enough, that you can do all things. He should be your biggest cheerleader. He is such an important role in the emotional making of a girl, because this girl will grow up to be a woman, and this woman will find relationships, and those relationships will mirror, it will model what she saw growing up. So this is the role of a father. Now I want to talk about what happens when that role is absent in your life, when that father that is supposed to be there, that he is supposed to be emotionally available and ready, and what happens when he's not there for you. Well, when he's not there for you, you grow up with a void in your heart. You grow up feeling like there's an absence of something, but you don't know what it is. And it can turn into guilt and shame because you were never validated. You were never told by him that you were enough. You never felt secure around him. Maybe you walked on eggshells around him. Maybe you didn't know what was going to happen in your household because of the abuse and the trauma that you probably faced. So the absence of his love and his affection will create this void in your life that can probably last a lifetime. That void will probably turn into guilt and shame because you don't know what it is to have a healthy father, right? If he was emotionally abusive, or if he was absent, if he wasn't there, if he didn't speak words of life into you, if he really didn't engage with you, if he didn't really have conversations with you, it was just like he was in the household and that's it. So that void and that absence in your life will then make you, because of that void and that absence in your life, then when she becomes an adult and she goes to find relationships, well, this is where she finds that emotionally unavailable guy. This is where she finds a guy that mirrors her dad. So if her dad spoke negative words, if her dad criticized, this is what she is used to. So when she goes into a relationship, she accepts all these abusive behaviors, right? It's not until she is awakened and she does some healing work and some self-development work, it's not until then that she will realize that this is not right behavior, right? But a lot of women won't get that help, and unfortunately they will just continue to attract abusive relationships, right? They will continue to have daddy issues because of the hurt that the first dad created in her life. So now you're probably saying, okay, Becky, you have said all this. Now what do I do about it? I want to give you 3 ways that you can start to heal your heart. And if there's any void, and if there's any guilt and shame, I want to talk about how you can get rid of that. And the first way to get rid of that is through forgiveness. Forgiving your dad for the person that he was supposed to be in your life. And this is not to invalidate what you went through, but it is, forgiveness is, it's like you're letting him off the hook because you want to release all that anger and all that sadness. Because sometimes you think that you're angry with your dad, but it's not really anger. It's really sadness. When there's a lot of anger in your heart, that is really just sadness. So releasing that sadness and forgiving him for the person that he should have been. And the second one is, now you are an adult, and now this is where we become the adult to that child, to that little girl in us that was hurt and broken. And now we, as an adult, can give that child what she needs. If she did not get validated when she was younger, then you give her that validation. You protect her. You love her. You are her encourager. You are her biggest cheerleader. You give yourself what that parent was not capable of giving to you. And the last way to heal your heart is to know that if he was absent in your life, that had nothing to do with you. And I know that you're probably thinking, well, yes, that had to do with me because, you know, I was there and I had to experience it all. But when you see it in that way, that how he raised you, what he did not give you had nothing to do with you, but it had everything to do with how he was raised and the pain that he had in his life, it will help you to detach from that guilt and that shame so that you can move forward and say, you know, this was not about me. It was about he raised you the only way that he could, right? So I hope that this video has encouraged you to go get that healing that you need. And if you know you need a life coach, please feel free to contact me. And if you have enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.